Hello and welcome to PTV World News. I am Jawad Tehami.
And I am Mohammad Abdullah Dar. Let's see the top stories first.
The FATF welcomes this significant progress. As a result, Pakistan can now more effectively tackle anti-money laundering and terrorism financing. A FATF team has verified that the reforms are in place and that there's high-level commitment and capacity to sustain those reforms.
The Financial Action Task Force announces to exclude Pakistan from the grey list. FATF President T. Raja Kumar says Pakistan took actions required to fulfill FATF conditions and ensured implementation on FATF conditions.
Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif congratulates the nation as Financial Action Task Force announced to exclude Pakistan from grey list. He says Pakistan exiting the FATF grey list is a vindication of our determined and sustained efforts over the years.
State Minister for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Khar says FATF unanimously decided to remove Pakistan's name from the grey list. During her news briefing in Paris, State Minister says FATF acknowledged Pakistan's efforts in this regard.
Chief of the Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa played a key role in this holistic success, and the country achieved all FATF targets in time.
The Election Commission of Pakistan disqualifies Imran Khan in Tosha Khana reference case. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chairman has been disqualified under Article 63(1)(p) of the Constitution of Pakistan and Sections 137 and 173 of the Elections Act 2017.
Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says Election Commission's decision on Tosha Khana reference shattered the ideal of honesty and truthfulness of Imran Khan. He says nation has witnessed that Imran Khan made personal earning using the office of the Prime Minister. The ideal of truthfulness and honesty stands shattered.
Pakistan Democratic Movement says the Election Commission of Pakistan's verdict proves Imran Khan as a liar after the PDM leadership meeting. While briefing media, PDM chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman says overall political scenario was reviewed in the meeting. PMLN Supremo Nawaz Sharif and Vice President PMLN Maryam Nawaz attended the meeting via video link.
Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah says Election Commission's verdict has exposed Imran Khan and proved that the fact that PTI chief is a liar. He says criminal case will be registered against Imran Khan.
Information Minister Maryam Aurangzeb says the Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified Imran Khan as he had failed to provide receipts. She says powerful foreign-funded maniac at the last came under law and now the country will become prosperous.
Ireland stages an upset by defeating West Indies by 9 wickets at the T20 World Cup in Hobart and advances into the Super 12. West Indies are out of the tournament.
Zimbabwe beat Scotland by 5 wickets in the last first round match and qualified for the Super 12 of ICC T20 World Cup 2022 in Hobart. Zimbabwe and the Netherlands joined Pakistan, India, Bangladesh and South Africa in Group 2. And now for the news in detail. The Financial Action Task Force has announced to exclude Pakistan from the grey list. The Financial Action Task Force formally announced to exclude Pakistan's name from the grey list after its two-day meeting in Paris. Addressing a news conference, FATF President T. Raja Kumar said Pakistan took actions required to fulfill FATF conditions and ensured implementation on FATF conditions.
The FATF welcomes this significant progress. As a result, Pakistan can now more effectively tackle anti-money laundering and terrorism financing. A FATF team has verified that the reforms are in place and that there is high level commitment and capacity to sustain those reforms.
State Minister for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Kar has said FATF unanimously decided to remove Pakistan's name from the grey list. During her news briefing in Paris after the FATF decision, the State Minister said FATF acknowledged Pakistan's efforts in this regard. She said Pakistan has addressed all the strategic deficiencies and this would not have been possible without the national consensus.
Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has congratulated the nation as Financial Action Task Force announced to exclude Pakistan from the grey list. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said Pakistan exiting the FATF grey list is a vindication of our determined and sustained efforts over the years. Shehbaz Sharif congratulated the civil and military leadership as well as all institutions whose hard work led to today's success. Prime Minister particularly commended the role and efforts of Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto, Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa and their teams and all political parties for putting up a united front to get Pakistan out of the grey list. Chief of the Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa played a key role in this holistic success and the country achieved all FATF targets in time. On the directives of the Chief of the Army Staff, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, a special cell was established in GHQ which coordinated cooperation between various departments, ministries and agencies. Chief of the Army Staff, General Bajwa, foiled India's efforts to keep Pakistan in the grey list and thwarted this conspiracy. Pakistan got success. Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified PTI Chairman Imran Khan in Toshakhana reference case. Imran Khan has been disqualified under Article 63(1)(p) of the Constitution and Pakistan and Section 137 and 173 of the Elections Act 2017. Our correspondent Musharraf Zahur has details in this report.
Member bench of Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified Chairman Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Imran Khan for not complying with the Section 137 and 173 of the Election Act 2017 and making incorrect statement before the Commission. The bench headed by Chief Election Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja announced the reserved judgment in Toshakhana reference. Reading out the operative paragraph, the Chief Election Commissioner observed that the respondent Imran Khan Niazi deliberately concealed the details of the gifts in his statement of assets and liabilities for the year 2018 and 19. The bench further observed that in light of the findings and facts available, Imran Khan has become disqualified under Article 63(1)(p) of the Constitution and subsequently he ceases to be a member of National Assembly and his seat has become vacant accordingly. The verdict read that Imran Khan made false statements and incorrect declaration. Therefore, he has also committed offence of corrupt practices. The Commission ordered to initiate criminal proceedings and take follow-up action under Section 192 of the Election Act 2017. The Capital Administration had taken stringent security measures with heavy deployment of police and rangers outside the Election Commission of Pakistan. Speaking to the newsmen outside the Election Commission, PMLN leader Mohsen Shahnawaz Ranja said the person who initiated politics of disqualifications has now himself been disqualified. PDM leader said Imran Khan is no more an accused and has become a convicted person. The PTI leaders expressed their resentment on the decision and stated to challenge the decision in the Supreme Court. Reporting for PTV World, Musharraf Zahur.
Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified PTI Chairman Imran Khan in Toshakhana reference case. How this reference was framed and filed in the Election Commission. More details in this report by Alamdar Kazmi.
National Assembly Speaker Raja Parvez Ashraf sent reference to Election Commission of Pakistan on the request of lawmakers. The reference states that Imran Khan has concealed the details of gifts received from Toshakhana and the amount received from their sale. Imran Khan received gifts worth over 140 million rupees from Toshakhana. The reference calls for Imran Khan's disqualification under Article 62 and 63. Imran Khan and his wife admitted receiving 58 gifts between August 1, 2018 and December 31, 2021. Election Commission sought written reply from Imran Khan on August 29, 2022. Imran Khan submitted his reply on September 7. On 8 September 2022, Imran Khan admitted that he sold 4 gifts. Imran Khan paid only 17 million rupees to buy the 85 million rupees watch gifted by Saudi Crown Prince. Imran Khan paid only 294,000 rupees to buy a watch worth 1.5 million rupees. On September 19, 2022, Election Commission of Pakistan reserved its verdict in Tosha Khana reference.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said that the Election Commission of Pakistan's decision on Tosha Khana reference shattered the ideal of honesty and truthfulness of Imran Khan. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said that the Commission had served justice in the case. He said the nation has witnessed that Imran Khan made personal earning using the office of the Prime Minister. The ideal of truthfulness and honesty stands shattered. He urged the PTI chief to surrender before the law instead of fighting against the law, using bullets and batons and bringing the Reuters. The Prime Minister said no one is above the law.
Pakistan Democratic Movement Chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman has said that ECP verdict proves Imran Khan as a liar. Briefing media in Islamabad, Maulana Fazlur Rahman asserted that they held meeting of PDM leadership that reviewed overall political scenario in the country. The JUI and PDM chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman highlighted that PTI government had pushed the country to economic disaster. He assured the nation that they have been trying their best to revive the national economy. During the briefing, he highlighted that FATF has announced to exclude Pakistan from the grey list that Maulana Fazlur Rahman terms a great news for the entire country. PMLN Supremo Nawaz Sharif and Vice President PMLN Maryam Nawaz attended the meeting via video link. Also, Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah has said Election Commission's verdict has exposed Imran Khan and proved the fact that PTI chief is a liar. Briefing the media in Islamabad, the Interior Minister said Imran Khan is trying to divide the entire nation. Welcoming the verdict of the Election Commission of Pakistan against Imran Khan, Rana Sanaullah said PMLN supporters must peacefully express solidarity with the Election Commission. The Interior Minister said Imran Khan brought bad name to the country. Rana Sanaullah asked the Punjab government to abstain from creating chaos in the country. The Interior Minister said criminal cases will be registered against Imran Khan. Minister of Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb has said the Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified Imran Khan as he had failed to provide receipts. In a statement, she said Imran Khan will have to face imprisonment as well. She said the powerful foreign-funded maniac at the last came under law and now the country will become prosperous. She further said today the foreign-funded maniac was proven guilty. Reacting to attack of PTI workers on the Election Commission of Pakistan, the minister further said any assault on ECP will not remove Imran Khan's disqualification. She said Imran Khan has not mentioned any gift in the Tosha Khana since 2019 and the ECP had no option except to disqualify the PTI chief. PMLN Vice President Maryam Nawaz has said Imran Khan has been proven guilty by the Election Commission of Pakistan. In a tweet, Maryam Nawaz said Imran Khan and his wife plundered the national exchequer. She said legal proceedings must be carried out against Imran Khan to force him return.
JUIF Chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman has congratulated the nation on the closure of PTI Chief Imran Khan's political chapter as he had been disqualified on the charges of misdeclaration in the Tosha Khana referenced by the Election Commission of Pakistan. Talking to media persons after the ECP's verdict against the PTI chief, he observed that Imran Khan is an unnecessary element of the country's politics and he was installed in the politics by the external forces. He said Imran Khan is not a reliable person as he kept on changing his statements this and time and again. Fazlur Rahman categorically warned the elements backing Imran Khan in a bid to create anarchy in the country to be dealt with an iron hand. Finance Minister Ishaq Dar tweets after Election Commission of Pakistan disqualified PTI Chief Imran Khan. The Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified Imran Khan under Article 63 1p of the Constitution of Pakistan and Section 137 and 173 of the Elections Act 2017. Minister for Planning and Development Ahsan Iqbal has said PTI Chairman Imran Khan and his workers can approach courts to get relief instead of resorting to violence and arson. Talking to media in Islamabad, he said the 5-member bench of the Election Commission of Pakistan in its unanimous decision has disqualified Imran Khan. He said the PTI chief has the option to approach courts for relief if he considers himself innocent. He, however, said that violence, chaos and mobocracy have no space in any civilized society. Ahsan Iqbal said attacks by violent mobs will not be tolerated and Imran Khan should surrender before the law. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has said Election Commission found Imran Khan guilty of corrupt practices. In a tweet, the Foreign Minister said Imran Khan now stands disqualified. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said he who would spread lies about alleged corruption of his political opponents has been caught red-handed.
Federal Minister for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety Shazia Mari has said that the respectable and democratic way to respond to the Election Commission's verdict for Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is to pursue legal way or stage a peaceful protest instead of spreading chaos and anarchy in the country. Addressing a news conference along with the Special Assistant to Prime Minister Faisal Kareem Kundi, the way PTI workers react to such decisions reflect that they lack any political training. She further said that Imran Khan, as per his recent political history, has always called others as thieves and dacoits. However, the Election Commission has disqualified him after finding out his theft. Minister for Law Azam Nazir Attarar has said that Imran Khan and his followers should accept the lawful decision of the Election Commission of Pakistan. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad, he said the Election Commission, after due process, disqualified Imran Khan for 5 years. He further said Imran Khan found involved in the corrupt practices. The Law Minister further said the former Prime Minister concealed several things from the Election Commission in tax returns. The Law Minister, however, warned Imran Khan and his workers to refrain from attacking cities and state institutions. Speaking on the occasion, PMLN leader Mohsin Shah Nawaz Ranja said today's verdict proved that Imran Khan was neither honest nor righteous. PMLN leader Mohsin Shah Nawaz Ranja reached the police station secretariat to register an FIR against Imran Khan. Talking to Pakistan Television News, Mohsin Shah Nawaz Ranja said after hearing the decision from the Election Commission, when he came out, some people attacked him as he was fired upon and barely escaped. He also said that his car was also attacked. He said he can retaliate, but he respects the law. Mohsin Shah Nawaz Ranja said Imran Khan is pushing the workers towards sabotage and introducing radical extremist politics in Pakistan.
Asian Development Bank's board has approved a brace facility of $1.5 billion for Pakistan. In a tweet, Finance Minister Ishaq Dar said the agreement signing and release of funds will take place next week. Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Kar met President of France-Pakistan Business Council Thierry Fulman in Paris and discussed with him trade, economic relations between Pakistan and France and investment opportunities in Pakistan. In her meeting with Managing Director of Vivatech Francois Bistois, Hina Rabbani Kar discussed developing linkages between startup sectors of both the countries and participation of Pakistan in next year's Vivatech event. At a meeting with the representatives of Campus France and Conference of Grande Écoles, the Minister of State discusses ways to strengthen institutional linkages and exchanges between Pakistan and France in the field of higher education. Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa has visited National Defence University in Islamabad and delivered a talk to the participants of 24th National Security Workshop. Talking to participants, the Army Chief spoke on various challenges to national security and response measures. General Qamar Javed Bajwa said that national cohesion and a unified response to guard and promote Pakistan's national interest is imperative for progress. He said Pakistan has faced many challenges but came out stronger every time. The Army Chief reiterated that our fight against terrorism is one such example which only succeeded due to whole-of-the-nation approach. He emphasized that peace and stability can only be achieved if rule of law and states' writ is established. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said that the government was planning to promote the use of electric vehicles in the country and would establish a network of related charging infrastructure. In this regard, the Premier directed the departments concerned to present to him a comprehensive plan at the earliest. The Prime Minister was chairing a high-level meeting on inclusion of electric buses in the fleet of public transport, promotion of electric vehicle industry and alternative energy resources. Shehbaz Sharif also asked the Ministry of Trade and Industries, Ministry of Power and Energy and the Board of Investment to extend every possible facility to the investors interested in the sector of electric vehicles. The Prime Minister emphasized that to make the country self-sufficient in energy reserves, there was a dire need to develop renewable power resources. He mentioned the recent approval given by the government for launch of 10,000 megawatt solar project. The meeting was presented with the proposals on electric buses for public transport and was also updated on the increasing use of electric vehicles across the world. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said various initiatives launched by the government are aimed at empowering and facilitating the youth to become entrepreneurs. In his tweet, he said that this is merely a beginning and a lot more will be rolled out in the weeks and months to come. The Prime Minister said nations derive their strength from the youth who power their journey and animate their future. This is in turn requires investment in their development. He said it is unfortunate that some power-hungry politicians have had no qualms about making them prey for the partisan agenda.
Chief Minister Sindh Syed Murad Ali Shah called on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad and briefed him on the progress regarding relief and rehabilitation efforts for the flood victims in the province. He thanked the Prime Minister for his personal interest in helping the flood victims and restoring the damaged infrastructure. Syed Murad Ali Shah also thanked the Prime Minister for giving special attention to the project of Karachi Circular Railway and development of Thar coal mine. Matters pertaining to political situation of the country were also discussed in the meeting. Provincial Minister for Information Shajil Memon also was present in the meeting. Chairman Senate Sadiq Sinjarani meets Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad. Chairman Senate presented a cheque of bearing 11 million rupees for the donation in Prime Minister's Flood Relief Fund. A delegation of All Pakistan Chinese Enterprises Association called on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad. The delegation, headed by Association's President Yang Yando, presented a cheque of $104,000 to Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif for the flood-affected people. The Prime Minister thanked the association for extending help for the flood-affected people. The World Bank has said that Pakistan's loss and damage assessment report being prepared by the international institutions will be released next week, saying the country needs to take difficult steps for financial recovery. The bank said cataclysmic floods have caused enormous damage. It added that the UNDP, the European Union and other international agencies are involved in the preparation of the report, and the funds needed for the rehabilitation and reconstruction could only be finalized after the completion of the survey. Acknowledging that reforms will be difficult due to the worsening economic situation after the floods, the World Bank hoped that Pakistan will continue to implement reforms as promised. The United Arab Emirates is always supportive to Pakistan, and we see this difficult time assistance will make strong bond among both the countries. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said this while addressing handing over container and ceremony in Karachi Port Trust. Our correspondent Mohammed Zubairuddin reports with further details.
Lauding the huge and rich contributions of time-tested friend United Arab Emirates, Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said that survey of damaged goods in affected areas is about to conclude and government is going to start rehabilitation phase, and we assume that a staunch friend will also join us in that stage.
The UAE was one of the first countries to step forward. They opened an air bridge between Pakistan and the UAE to allow for relief assistance to come here. Not only from the government of the UAE, but from the people of the UAE. They set up points within the United Arab Emirates where volunteers could come and donate relief items. And in the historic Expo Center, I believe, there was a designated area for the people of the UAE to donate their relief goods and take advantage of the air bridge that was established between Pakistan and the UAE.
Friendly relations of Pakistan and United Arab Emirates were established decades ago are now further flourishing as cooperation among both countries increasing day by day, the foreign minister added. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari also acknowledged UAE paramedical team, several volunteers and other generous contributions of United Arab Emirates in flood affected areas. UAE Ambassador to Pakistan Hamad Al-Zahabi informed the audience that 57 UAE aircrafts and 200 containers of aid material have already been transported to Pakistan. He also assured full support in rehabilitation.
We always remember our late father Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who put the foundation for this relationship. UAE and Pakistan have a strong relationship, historical relationship. We have feeling, love, trust between people to people, leaders to leaders, and we are here now as a bridge to make sure this relationship is sustained.
In the end, UAE container shipment was formally handed over to Foreign Minister.
Since day one, United Arab Emirates is considering this pain to its own and donating generously. Mohammed Zubairuddin, PTV World, Karachi.
The King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center continued its relief activities in Pakistan and distributed relief goods in flood-hit areas. To help the affected people cope with the devastation, Saudi Arabia's Chaos Relief has been busy providing emergency relief assistance in the flood-hit areas of Pakistan. Chaos Relief extends different land operations, including the provision and distribution of food packages, mosquito nets and tents. These items were procured from Pakistan for humanitarian distribution in flood-affected areas across Pakistan to meet the basic needs of the affected people in those areas. Meanwhile, President Dr. Arif Alvi has called for adopting digital technology, IT tools and innovations perpetually being made in all sectors, including the accounting and financial sector, for ensuring accelerated economic development. The President expressed these views while addressing the members' convocation of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan at Awani Sadr. The President called upon the decision makers and institutions to set in place an efficient system to keep track of new and emerging technologies, evaluate the cost, predict usage and create management and support structure for their speedy adoption to remain abreast with the developed world. He said that Pakistan is in dire need of trained human resources and professionals, including chartered accountants, and it should increase the number of university graduates and professionals by adopting online and hybrid modes of learning in its education system. President ICAP, while addressing the ceremony, said that ICAP, being the regulating body of the accounting profession in Pakistan, had more than 9,000 members who were serving within Pakistan as well as abroad. Earlier, the President awarded gold medals and merit certificates to the students who achieved academic distinction in different subfields of accounting. Federal Minister for Finance and Revenue Senator Mohammad Ishaq Dar has assured the Sindh province of full support of federal government. The assurance was made during the call-on meeting of Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah with the Finance Minister. Both the leaders discussed issues of mutual interest, including relief and rehabilitation work in the flood-affected areas in Sindh province. A delegation of United States International Development Finance Corporation called on Minister for Power Khurram Dastakir Khan in Islamabad. The delegation was headed by Chief Climate Officer Mr. Jake Levine and Deputy Chief of the Staff Policy Naz Al-Khatib. The Minister for Power apprised the delegation about the solar projects of the present government. He said the future policy outlook is based on the plans that all the new electricity generation will be based on indigenous resources. He said the policy aims to reduce the import of fuel and conservation of energy. The delegation appreciated the solar policy and declared it a win-win for the climate considerations and soaring energy prices.
British High Commissioner to Pakistan Christian Turner called on Federal Minister for Economic Affairs Sardar Ayaz Sadiq in Islamabad today. During the meeting, the minister acknowledged the role of United Kingdom as one of the largest bilateral partners of Pakistan. The British High Commissioner Christian Turner extended his deepest condolences over the loss of lives and large-scale destruction caused due to the devastating floods in Pakistan. He apprised the Minister for Economic Affairs about the flood relief assistance provided by the government of the UK and stated that the UK will aid with the climate resilient reconstruction. Pakistan and Turkey have agreed to enhance cooperation in the field of drama and film. This understanding was reached during a meeting between Minister of Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb and a delegation of the Turkish film industry in Istanbul. The Turkey film industry also agreed to start joint ventures with Pakistan in the field of film and drama. The Information Minister announced Pakistan's participation for the exhibition of Pakistani films in the upcoming film festival being held in Turkey next week. She said 3 best Pakistani films can be exhibited in the festival. She said feasibility will be prepared for joint ventures between the two countries. She further said Pakistan's northern areas have enormous scenic beauty and Turkish film producers can utilize these sites in the films. The two sides also agreed to cooperate for the establishment of a modern film processing laboratory in Pakistan. The National Assembly has passed a resolution demanding formation of a commission of inquiry for investigation into blatant human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The resolution moved by Maulana Abdul Akbar Chetrali strongly denounced Indian state terrorism and a violation of international laws and human rights in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. It also rejected Indian illegal steps in the occupied territory. Expressing solidarity with the Kashmiri brothers and sisters, the resolution reaffirmed Pakistan's moral, political and diplomatic support to the Kashmiri people in the legitimate struggle for the right to self-determination enshrined also in the UN Security Council resolutions. The National Assembly today passed 2 bills also. These included the Intergovernmental Commercial Transactions Bill 2022 and Criminal Laws Amendment Bill 2022.
On to the international front now. Chad's government announced an overnight curfew on Thursday and said deadly clashes between police and demonstrators protesting the military's grip on power claimed around 50 lives. Chadian Prime Minister Saleh Kabzabo updated the official death toll to around 50 on Thursday night, saying most fatalities occurred in the Jamena and the cities of Mondu and Komra, while more than 300 people were injured. Kabazu said a curfew between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. would remain in place until the total restoration of order in the hotspots of unrest. The PM described the violent incidents as an armed insurrection, but human rights groups said that the unarmed civilians were massacred as security forces brutally cracked down on demonstrations in the capital and Jumeirah and several other cities. The country is ruled by a military council led by President Mohammad Idris Deby, who took over following the battlefield death of his father, President Idris Deby, in 2021. The council was only meant to rule for 18 months but pushed back elections to October 2024. The 18-month period expired on Thursday, prompting opposition and civil society groups to call people to the streets. Footage released by NATO shows fighters jets from Italy, Poland and the United States flying in the skies over NATO's eastern flank as part of NATO's air shielding mission. The lineup of aircraft included Italian Eurofighter firefighters, Polish F-16S and Polish MiG-29s and United States F-22S. The planned one-day series of aerial maneuvers were conducted from East Air Base in Poland. NATO's air shielding mission is an increased air and missile defense posture along the alliance's eastern flank implemented in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Satellite images taken on October the 18th and 16th showed the Kharkova hydroelectric dam on the Dnipro River, which Russia and Ukraine have accused each other of planning to blow up. In a television address, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian forces had planted explosive inside the huge dam, which holds back on enormous reservoirs that dominates much of the southern Ukraine, and were planning to blow it up to cover their retreat. Russia accused Kiev earlier this week of planning to rocket the dam. The commander of Russian forces in Ukraine said Ukrainian forces had already used U.S. supplies HIMARS missiles against it in what Ukrainian officials called a sign Moscow could be planning to blow it up and blame Kiev. Neither side produced evidence to back up their allegations. A huge blaze erupted in central Mexico when a fuel tanker truck crashed into an overpass by a rail line, scorching homes, engulfing the area in thick smoke and leading to a mass evacuation, but there were no fatalities. According to firefighters, between 800 and 1,000 people were evacuated after the tanker collided with the overpass and set fire to a nearby residential area. 12 people had been rescued from houses and no one was injured, although one person had suffered minor effects from smoke inhalation. The driver of the truck has been arrested. A group of photos of China's magnificent views taken by the country's in-orbit Shenzhou 14 astronauts were released by the China Manned Space Agency. 3 Chinese astronauts who were sent to the space station on June the 5th for a 6-month mission took photos of Tibet, Beijing, Tianjin, Hebei region, Eastern Coastal region, and the Yellow River and Taihu Lake. Now, nearly every morning, an Australian-based environmental artist heads down to her local beach in Sydney to collect rubbish that has washed ashore overnight. Marina Debris, who uses a pseudonym, has been doing this over the years of 20 years. Yet every morning there is more that needed collection. In 2009, frustrated by the continued state of pollution when she was living in the U.S. city of Los Angeles, Debris put her creative talents to work and began transforming trash into sculptures to raise awareness about single-use plastics and ocean pollution. Now, Australia has expressed concern over the potential delays to the free trade with Britain arising from the political instability in London. The free trade agreement between the two countries was signed in December 2021 and is projected to eventually boost bilateral trade by over $13.3 billion. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said he looks forward to fast-track the trade deal with whoever comes next after Truss. Over to some Twitter news now, where billionaire Elon Musk told prospective investors that he plans to lay off nearly 75% of Twitter workers once the deal is finalized to buy the social media company. According to a report, the job cuts are coming anyway, regardless of who owns the company. Twitter's current management plan to pare the company's payroll by about $800 million by the end of the next year, a number that would mean the departure of nearly a quarter of the workforce. Human resources staff at Twitter told employees that they are not planning for mass layoffs, but documents showed extensive plans to push out staff and cut down on infrastructure costs. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold in hilly areas of the country. According to Met Office, the continental air is prevailing over most parts of the country. Well, that's all from our side and the entire news team of PT World. For further details and live streaming, do log on to our website world.ptv.com.pk. You can find PTV World page on Facebook and you can follow us on Twitter with the Twitter handle @WorldPTV. This is Mohammad Abdullah Dar with Jawad Tehami signing off.